It's time for 6 minutes.
6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes to get French your own.
The Odd Couple debates, and you decide the winner. But there's a catch. They only have 6 minutes.
That's right, it is 6 minutes. The Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio, the new segment that's sweeping the nation. We do it every single Friday at 8:15 p.m. Eastern, where we have Chris and Rob go head-to-head to debate some of the hottest topics in sports. The only catch is they only got 6 minutes, and the Odd Couple callers are the judges. We got 5 judges on hold right now. The first one to get 3 votes is going to win, and today's topic, we kind of been debating it a little bit throughout the last week or so, and even before that, but here it is right now. The CBS and ESPN released a poll that lists Steph Curry as the 13th greatest player in NBA history. More surprising than that, though, was Isiah Thomas was about 20 spots below that. So here is the debate topic. Who should be ranked higher all time, Isiah or Steph? Chris, we'll start with you.
All right, this is tough because Isaiah's my man, but Steph Curry, if you look at it objectively, it's not even a debate. He's the best shooter in NBA history. He's changed the way the game of basketball is played at every level, from elementary on up to the pros. And when you're telling the story of basketball, because of those 2 factors, he undoubtedly has to be mentioned before Isiah Thomas. Individually, he's got more honors. 2-time MVP, first ever unanimous MVP, 6-time All-NBA in fewer seasons than Isiah played, and Isiah only made 5 All-NBA teams, none of them during his championship years, and Steph was always on All-NBA's championship years. Individual stats, he's at higher points per game, higher rebounds, better field goal percentage, better three-point percentage, fewer turnovers per game, better free throw percentage. And while he's not a great defender, Isiah wasn't either, never made an all-defensive team. And Steph led the league in steals one year, something Isiah never did. Analytically, it's not close. Steph's got 23 more win shares in 280 fewer games, because the more games you play, the more win shares you can get, and he still got Isiah beating 300 fewer games almost. 5 points higher on his PER. In fact, Steph's 17th all-time PER, Isiah 150th. Team success, Steph's got him beat. 3 championships, 5 straight finals appearances. Nobody had done it in 53 years since Bill Russell. And if you think it was KD's team, think again. They went 25-1 with Steph playing and no KD. They went 28-18 playing with KD and no Steph. Plus, he got a 73-win season. He beat LeBron, KD, Westbrook, Harden, Chris Paul, and Anthony Davis, all in their primes without Kevin Durant.
Of course, Chris had to bring up Kevin Durant, because you can't talk about Steph Curry without Kevin Durant. That's what makes Isiah Thomas the better player. You could throw around all these phony numbers you want. Isiah Thomas on the 50 greatest players of all time, also in the Hall of Fame. And when you think about what he was able to do to transform the lowly Detroit Pistons, that were the second worst team in the NBA when he was drafted there, into back-to-back champions, something that hadn't happened in the NBA since 1968-69 when he led that team to 2 championships. It could have easily been 3 if it wasn't for that bad call against the Lakers. Isiah Thomas did nothing but win. He didn't have a plethora of other great players. He didn't have another great top 50 player on his roster to team up with. He also was able to beat Michael Jordan during his heyday, Larry Bird during his heyday, and Magic Johnson during his heyday. Nobody can bolster that. When you think of Isiah Thomas, he was a tough guy. Who can forget that Game 6 with a badly sprained ankle, 25 points? There are no magical moments for Steph Curry in any big games. It's not about Steph. Has never been a big game player. What is his moment? Somebody please help me. There is none. It was always about other players. Kevin Durant was a 2-time back-to-back finals MVP for a reason. He overshadowed Steph Curry. Nobody could overshadow Isiah Thomas on that team. It was his team. Everybody knew it. All of his accolades matter the most. Hall of Famer and 50 greatest player of all time, and he slayed every big giant in his way during that time, turning that franchise around. He is the best small guy who's ever played in the NBA.
Isiah, he scored 25 in that quarter, Rob. They lost that series. And in the other 6 games of the series, Isiah averaged less than 16 points on 37% shooting. Also, Isiah had the biggest game mistake of the 2 players. Remember the gaffe in 1987? They had Boston beat, about to go up 3-2 in the conference finals. He throwed the point guard. Inbounds pass, throws it away. Larry Bird steals it. They win the game and go on to win the series. Conversely, Steph Curry has averaged 26.5 points in the playoffs and 26.5 points in the finals in his career. That's the 10th highest scoring average ever in the finals. Second highest ever among point guards. 26.5 points, higher than Kobe, Dirk, Hakeem, Kareem, Shaq, Larry Bird, Chamberlain, Dr. J, Dwayne Wade, Rick Barry. I mean, he's been phenomenal in the finals. 26 points a game. Come on.
He's not phenomenal. That's why he's never won a finals MVP. They gave it to Iguodala the first championship. And Steph Curry, they claim he averaged 26 points. It tells you they were meaningless points. And when the game is on the line, remember, he's 0 for 8 to tie the game or put his team ahead in the final 20 seconds. He doesn't make the big shots. He's not clutch. And talk about a gaffe. In that 3-1 choke job, no other player has ever choked down a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals except the Steph Curry-led Warriors. That's what he has to wear. Remember that bad pass? He was trying to do a dipsy-doodle behind his back and turn the ball over? It was a huge turnover in the fourth quarter. Isiah Thomas is a champion, and when the Pistons won, it was about Isiah Thomas, not about other players. Steph had a dream team. That's why he was able to win.
Wow. I tell you guys, the odd couple is worth the price of admission.
Come on.
And right now, we got to head out to the callers. We got 5 judges on hold. You guys know how it works. The first one to get 3 votes will win this debate and settle it once and for all, Isiah versus Steph. So let's get started. William in Kansas City, who you got?
I got Steph Curry. I'm riding with my boy, Chris.
Chris just texted you, huh?
Now you trying to steal my material, man. Come on.
I
He didn't even give you any
Good
reason
job,
why.
William.
Just that
good job,
he's a
William.
fan of yours.
Stop
Go ahead.
it.
CB up 1-0. Let's move on now. Joe in Detroit. Who do you think won that battle?
Yeah, I'm going with Rob. I got to go with Isiah Thomas.
My man.
Detroit. Come on. We should ban Detroit from
Why?
calling in on
Detroit's
6
one of
minutes.
our best areas of cities
You
listening
know
to our
everybody
show.
there. I guarantee you know Rob or whatever his name was.
All right, it's 1-1. And now it's kind of funny you brought up Detroit because now we move on to California. Marcus, who do you think won this debate?
I'm going to the person who came through in the clutch, Isiah Thomas.
Yes,
He come through
sir!
in the clutch. He never watched.
It's 2-1. One more can win it, or we can push it to vote number 5. Mo in Atlanta. Who do you got?
Mo.
The suspense is killing me. We're going to move on. Jeff in Virginia. Who do you think won this battle?
I got to say, Isiah never choked a 3-1 lead, so let's go with
Yes,
Isiah.
sir! Yes, sir!
Unbelievable.
No doubt about it. That's right.
I'm the poo-poo
6
king.
minutes, I'm the poo-poo king.
Rob
In-
Parker.
In 3 weeks, Rob has won it twice.
Yes, Big
handily
Daddy.
over Chris Broussard.
I'm a woman.
You and Steph Curry take that weak, choking dog 3-1 championship and smoke it. How's that?
And my cheese was hot.
You right about one thing. You are the poo-poo king.
I'm the poo-poo king.
Full of poo-poo.
Amazing. It's all good. Hey, you know what, Chris? I do so far.
What?
I do love 6 minutes. I hope you guys are
it's
enjoying
good.
it.
It's good.
Fun.
It's good.
Definitely fun.
No more Detroit judges, though. Nah, I'm just
What?
saying.
Stop.